As graduation rolls around again, many are celebrating their newly attained degrees with a drink. But whether you're a graduate or not, most young people in the Illawarra would admit to occasionally going a little too hard on the sauce. The controlled drinking program at Northfields Clinic is run by Provisional psychologist Carole Keane. It's now in its second year and aims at giving people the know-how to ensure a night out doesn't go too far.
The idea of the program is to help people identify their drinking patterns, and then perhaps identify where some of those patterns have become out of their control a little bit. And then it's about raising awareness of that, and then teaching, very simple tips and etc. that makes drinking within the social context.
Miss Keane said binge drinking is becoming a problem amongst students, and based on the reaction to some of the proposed techniques, they probably aren't taking the message as seriously as they should.
A simple thing like eating before you go out.
Depends. I guess if it's during the day, probably not so much. But if I'm going to go out, I normally have dinner.
Maybe having a limited amount of money with you.
Before I go out, I take let's say $100 or $50, and then when it's all done, my friends have to buy me drinks.
You can always take out more, or if you're drunk.
Perhaps it'd be helpful to keep a drinking diary, just so that they're actually aware of a pattern of drinking over time.
I can't even keep a food diary. There's no way I'm going to keep a drink diary.
No, I don't do that. Most of the time when I get drunk, I don't even remember what happened the next day anyway. So.
Cameron Warner, UOW TV.